it's Madeline from Denim and Blather here. I'm delighted to be with the legendary Marco Mendoza.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for being here.
How's your tour going so far?
The tour has been, I'm going to turn this off. The tour's been over the top. I'm really surprised at the attendance. It's obviously the word's spreading, and people are coming out to see what I do away from the Dead Daisies and all the other bands. So for me, it's great. I have a lot of fun. I don't mind telling you it's a little hard. It's a little bit of work because when you're touring at this level, you have to play a lot to pay for the cost of it. So I think this is number 15 in a row. 15 shows in a row with no days off, and flying and traveling in between, and it's a little grueling, so rest is very important, and resting the voice and all that. Eating right is so important. Putting the right fuel in your body so you can have sustenance and endurance and all that. It's so important. So it's been great. I can't tell you. I can't wait to come back to Scotland. It's been amazing. Really a trip here. I love it.
So what made you decide to go on a solo tour?
Well, I get asked that question a lot. The fact is that I've always done a project or another. I've always had my own thing. But in the bigger scheme of things, in the global thing, you get noticed because you play with the bigger bands. So people assume that that's what you do. When I hung out with Whitesnake, they figured, well, he spends 100% of his time with Whitesnake. And when I did Thin Lizzy, 100% of the time with Lizzy and Ted Nugent or whatever. There's so many. Dolores O'Riordan. Hi, Dolores. Good to see you. She's going to Mexico. I hung out with her. I did 3 albums with her. So people, it's hard to explain how much time you have available when you're not on the road. And even when you're on the road, when you love music like I do, I always keep myself moving, and I really believe in this, that if you stop growing, and this is generally speaking in life, if you stop growing and pushing yourself to grow, you don't remain the same, you degress. So I'm very proactive that way. I want to test myself constantly and open my mind, learn stuff, so. We had the Dead Daisies. We've been so extremely busy that we finished December 21st, and nothing's going on there until mid-May. So, when people saw the schedule, I started getting the agents calling and the promoters and the club owners and all that saying, when you coming? I'm surprised that Aberdeen came because I've been here with the other bands, but never played here with my solo. So it was a great turnout. It was great. Thank you, Aberdeen. In Scotland, it was great. We had a blast. I hope you enjoyed it.
We did.
It was, a little eclectic. I kind of go into some different sides of music, which I enjoy.
So how did you choose a set from all of your good material? How did you choose what to put in it?
Well, 3 factors are involved. Here, I have the freedom that I'm not pushing this. I'm not behind a single. I'm not pushing my album. I'm just being who I am, and so I have a catalog of songs from past material that I can go into anytime, any day. And I try to kind of touch on my journey. Like I was talking to tell a few stories about my time with Whitesnake, with Thin Lizzy, with Ted Nugent, with Neil Sean, and I represent with the music that I did with them. So that's my motivation. I get motivated with the storytelling part of it. So I dig that, And there's more. There's a lot more. We probably need a longer set, but they kind of kicked us out. There's a club going on. They say, all right, you were great. We love you. Get out. So it's like that constantly. And I'm always changing the set. The guys that play with me, they have to be on top of things because I always turn right and left when they think they're going that way. So, no, we're going this way, follow me. No, we're going that way. Come. And that keeps it fresh. Every night's different from, you could come tomorrow night and we could probably even play the same songs with a different arrangement. It depends on the mood and all that.
So what's your most memorable gig, with which band and why?
There's so many. It's so hard. That's a hard answer. It's a hard question to answer. Highlights, again, there's so many. Whitesnake, working with David Coverdale, of course. Working with Ted Nugent, Neil Sean, Thin Lizzy, working with the original lineup with Brian Downey and Darren Wharton and Scott Gorham and John Sykes. For me, that was definitely a highlight. That was back in '96, I think. We came to Ireland for the first time. Dolores O'Riordan was an amazing artist, from the Cranberries, and so many. We could spend an hour. I always like to say, for personal reasons, the highlight of my career was the show that I just did here in Aberdeen. And I mean it because it's so unique and it's so fresh in my mind. I'm always looking forward to the next one. That's what it is. So, but definitely Whitesnake, Thin Lizzy and YouTube. High.
So you've travelled the world, but is there one place that you visited on tour but you'd like to go back to and kind of explore a bit more as a tourist?
So many. All of them. And I'm being honest, so many. We're so lucky as musicians. We get to meet a lot of cool people along the way. We get to see beautiful cities. And you're always saying, I wish I had time. And like today, we came in and we drove for 3-4 hours or whatever from Edinburgh. And I'm so my voice is getting a little tired, so I had to go to my room and not see anybody, not do anything. It's boring as hell, but you have to do it to conserve your voice. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to pull off what I pull off, And tomorrow's going to be the same. Tomorrow we leave around 11. We drive for 3-4 hours to Glasgow, right? And I'm probably going to go to the hotel room, eat a little something, and just do nothing. Talk to my family, talk to my wife, my kids, and that's it. So I would say 90% of the cities that I've visited, I would love to go back at one point or another and spend time. And sometimes it happens,
So besides your family, which is a given, what do you miss most when you're on tour?
My family. I miss my home. I know it's redundant. I do. I miss my home. I miss my wife. I miss my kids. My daughter's your age, she's going to be 14 here. And her and I have such a strong connection. So, and she's growing so fast and going through life, developing. She's turning into this beautiful human being. She already is, and I miss all these little special moments. That's the hard part, But we make up when we get together. And then my son, Max, also, another straight A student. I miss that. I miss the comfort of my couch. My couch at home, right? With the remote. With my remote, because it's mine. With the remote, the couch, my bed, being in LA where we live by the beach. At any given moment, I get on the bike and go to the beach, and I miss that. But I also love what I do, so it's, we compromise.
So when will we see you back in the UK next?
We're talking about possibly, we have a break in October. We have a little bit of a break from the Dead Daisies right now. That might change. So we're talking about that. And I'm also talking about having another new album. I'm talking to a few labels here. It might turn out to be something else, but right now it's a solo thing. So October, and if not next year, maybe around the same time. I don't know.
Well, thank you for chatting. Do you have anything you'd like to say to your UK fans?
Yeah, just thank you so much for embracing me. You guys have been nothing but, I'm very flattered, that you guys take the time to support. And for somebody like me, an artist or a musician in general, for people to show up and support means the world. So keep doing it, and we'll keep coming back. And I love you and appreciate each and every one of you guys. And we'll see you soon. Yes? Thank you for doing this. This is great. Thank you, Ben.
Thanks for watching. Check out Denim and Bother for more. Bye.
Bye.